Now let's talk about customizing the PowerShell ISE. When you are working with the PowerShell ISE, you can modify things such as the font, being the font type and the font size, the overall color scheme of the PowerShell ISE, and the IntelliSense configuration, along with a few other settings. Instead of talking about customizing, let's go ahead and let's take a look at customizing the PowerShell ISE. So to open the PowerShell ISE, since I do not have a PowerShell console open, we are going to go under my Start menu and type Windows PowerShell ISE. And you will see that it is popped up in the search results. We are going to right-click this and run this as an administrator. I am going to maximize the screen size so that we are utilizing my full screen real estate. You will notice that the integrated PowerShell is the only thing that is showing up. If you click this circle button here to the right above the integrated PowerShell, it will then show you the scripting pane. So let's go in and let's customize the PowerShell ISE. We will click Tools, Options, and just like we did with the PowerShell console, let's change the font size to 14. The next thing we can do is we can modify the font colors. I personally like the default colors that Microsoft has set for the PowerShell ISE. However, if you would like, you can actually come in here and modify the different font types and change their color. We are going to leave these at the default. Let's take a look at the General Settings tab. Under the General Settings tab, you are going to see there is a script pane behavior that you can modify. You can also change the location of the script pane. We're going to leave that at its defaults. You can also modify some of the IntelliSense configuration settings. Again, we will leave those at their defaults. Then notice under the Other Settings section. This is my favorite section to modify because autosave is my favorite functionality of the ISE. As I had said previously, I am notorious for forgetting to save my scripts and leaving my computer turned on with the ISE open with scripts that are not saved. So I like to come in here and change the autosave interval from 2 minutes to 1 minute. So what it will do is it's automatically going to save any scripts that I have open every 60 seconds. You cannot make this execute any quicker than every 1 minute. Otherwise, I would have it saving every 10 seconds. You can also modify the number of recent files that have been opened. I'm going to leave that at the default of 10. You will notice that the font size has changed now that we have changed the font size under the settings.